The RP is never going to die. It is never going to go away. It's never going to go away. They can delete all of our channels. I keep saying this. They can delete all of our channels, but women are still going to be women. They're going to say stuff like this, what you're about to hear here. Right? Woman is going viral for saying this on podcast. She says, I knew my husband was a simp when he accepted the fact that I had 3 kids. Woman is going viral for saying this on podcast. I knew my husband was a simp when he accepted the fact that I had 3 kids. Fair use, by the way, but let's press play.
A lot if we really feeling you. It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband.
Fair use, by the way. Fair use. Fair use. I love this clip. Anyway, I'm gonna let it play.
I ain't gonna embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying what his qualities was.
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too?
I have 3 children.
And the nigga's supposed to come with the bag?
They supposed to come. And that's why you have to have a bag.
Yeah.
Like you gotta take care of me and my kids.
So like you automatically get these responsibilities.
Yes.
Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
And how many niggas doing this?
I have between 2 or 3.
I'm saying, how many have you ran into in life?
Okay, so let's say I run into 100 dudes. Probably about 4 of them.
Yeah, they're about the odds.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with that now.
Probably about 4 of them.
They're about the odds. All right.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's no. So that kind of sound like you are delusional. You just catching. It's just a sucker born every day.
Basically.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. A nigga that's so you ain't never caught no nigga that's worth something doing that though. Am I kidding?
I probably have one. See, the way this game work is you have to get with a man who ain't used to dating back a lot if we really feeling you.
So at the end, she says something even more powerful. If you guys didn't catch it, she said, if you're a woman like me, right, you need to catch a dude that's not used to dating bad bitches. Or simply put, you need to catch a dude that doesn't have much experience, who doesn't have options. Now, what have we been trying to tell you in this space? No matter, even if you're getting it from the pickup artist, and I don't even like these people. I don't even like these people, right? But from the RP, you talking about the manosphere, whatever, I don't want to say MGTOW, whatever, right? Wherever you get it. We tell you this is what the game is. Now, when we say this, they act like, here's the thing. When men say this, that women like this exist, and really most women run their game like this, when we expose the game, you know what they do? They don't even say, a lot of the times they don't even say you're wrong. What they say is they be like, where are you meeting these women? That's what they do. Where are you meeting these? That's just the women you're meeting and all this. They act like you're crazy for saying what you're saying. So much so they will demonetize your channel for exposing the truth. They will block your revenue. They target channels like us. Right? They'll do what's the movement that I covered on my live stream? Whatever the diverting hate and all this stuff, they will do all this stuff to our channel, and just for a woman to come on a podcast and expose herself and expose the game. like I tell you, women are going to be women. They're going to expose themselves. They're going to do things, and they just can't help themselves. Especially if you're dealing with black women. Like what I love about black women is what you see is what you get. So when you're dealing with black women compared to other women of other races, particularly when you're talking about American black women, they have zero tact. So they're going to say what they feel. And that's why they're the least picked. It's not because they're the worst per se. It's because they have no tact, and they're going to basically expose the game for you. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why black women are the least picked, is because they're blatant about their strategy. Now, here she is, a single mother of, before she got married to her now husband, she was a single mother of 3. Now, she's exposing the strategy. That's all she's doing. But she's basically saying the quiet part out loud. You know, that's why there was a time when I primarily dated black women, because I at least respected the fact that even though they had no tact, I saw what was coming. You know what I mean when I say that? So I saw what was coming. Like, oh, you're trying to do this to me. Okay. Good luck to you. Well, this is what other races of women do. They do the exact same thing. They just don't say it out loud, right? So she's going to get a lot of flack, obviously, from this video. They're going to act like it's just her. You know what I mean? You know what they're... So if I zoom in on the comments, you're going to see a lot of denouncing and all this stuff, which really what the lady should have done when Aisha Curry went viral for saying what she said. But I digress. So you're gonna see most of the comments. Basically, women are just saying that's not us, right? It's women like her who ruin it for everyone. Nah, I'm not even. Let's not make it. It's just her. Let's not, because she said before she met her husband, right? She was a single mom of 3 kids. Now, if you look at the community, right, it's was it 83 or 85% of women born out of 80, it was like 85% of kids, or was it 80? It was like 80% of women have kids at a oh no, it's 85% of kids, or is it 80%? Yeah, it's like 80% of kids are born out of wedlock in the community, right? So it's not just her. It's not just her. A lot of women in particular communities, their strategy: go raw with all the ninjas that she really wants to be with, and then have a simp clean up the mess later on. They've been very clear with the dual mating strategy. You know what I mean? So it's not just her. He said some men are called to be stepdads. My phone was off when God called me to do that. He said somebody said I hate the internet. She just annoyed me. No. He said this confession is the best thing that ever could have happened to that brother. Now run. Facts. I hope the husband is low-key. I actually hope the husband watched this, because dudes need to see this. Dudes, because they want to act like when we say these things, we out of pocket for saying the stuff that we say. When we expose the game, when we say that women will, they basically do this, even if they don't say it out loud, they do it by their actions. They prove it through their actions, right? Somebody said we'll be divorced by commercial break. Oh man. Somebody said these stereotypes are part and reason why BWs are least likely to get married and become single mothers. Nothing funny about what she is saying here. Calling him a simp for trying to look past your mistakes. Oops, I meant children. Proves why you're a single mother to begin with. So, with everything that she just said, whoa, hold on. Let's do a replay.
It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So right here, what she said. Haven't I been saying this on my channel? We've basically figured it out now, that we know women will make rules for the guys that she really doesn't like, and then the guys that she actually likes, she will break her own rules or just act like she don't even have. She'll be like, there's no rules for the guys that she likes. There's rules for the guys that she doesn't like. So if she's making you go through all these hurdles, and you have to do this in 90 days, this, and you have to wait and all this stuff, she's making you pay, literally pay. You have to pay me this on this day. You got to bring me at this 5-star restaurant. She doesn't really like you then. So this is why a lot of guys have just stepped back from dating, because they've realized that, oh, if she's making me do all of this, if she has all these requirements for me, that means she's not even really feeling me. Now here she is admitting it. Now, when I say this in the comment section, or we say this out loud, they like to dismiss our points with the typical stuff, you're bitter and hurt, you're an incel, that's a big one, and who hurt you, and all of that goes out the window. All of that goes out the window.
And like your husband.
Now, for her to even be on a podcast and even do and be that bold about it is wild. But it is what it is. And it's a lot of dudes. Here's the thing, man. Like, it'd be dudes making fun of Fresh Prince CEO, right? My twin, right? And I don't think most dudes understand. Most of you guys are in his position. Believe it or not, a lot of you guys are in his position. You have to pay for play. Or meaning you're in a situation where the girl doesn't really like you, but you offer something so she stays, or she'll associate with you because you offer something to her, right? A lot of people don't even realize you are in Fresh's position. That's a bitter truth to swallow. That's why really a lot of people dislike Fresh, because they see that he's still in a better position than most dudes, and he's still seeing some of the chicks that they pull, and it's a deeper discussion that we could talk about on a later time. But a lot of people, a lot of dudes are in Fresh's position. They just don't even know it. They just don't know it.
I ain't trying to embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp.
So now when we say stepdaddies or stepfathers, especially today's to willingly become a stepdad in today's age, when we say, yo, that's like the worst thing that you could do. Or how about this? Oh, a real man will accept my kids. That all goes out the window, doesn't it? What how do you defend this? How do you defend this? How? The only thing they're gonna say, oh no, that's just women like her. No, no, you can't do it. Because she's using the exact language that we use. She's using the exact same language that we use. Like everything that she's saying is what we're saying, but it's just blatant disrespect to her husband. And we don't even know the dude, but she's describing the dude that we describe. So all that stuff, all that shaming language is not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
And I seen an opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying
Now, that right there, that's what I wanted to pause at. She said, I saw an opportunity and I took it. This is how most women, when they're in desperation mode, especially when they just start getting a little bit older, or if they have kids, or they have, say, if it's not just kids, if they have some baggage, if they have debt, they're going to look for a simp because they know a man of worth is not going to really put up with that. You see, so this is literally everything that we have been teaching you. Yeah, this is everything that we've been teaching you. Everything. This is the stuff that we try to teach men to avoid. We try to teach men, hey, don't do this and don't do that. But like I said, it's illegal. They're basically they were, especially under last president's regime, they've tried to make it illegal for men to put other men up on game. But even then, it doesn't matter because look at her outing her own self and other single mothers out there. I always try to tell men, you'll have like dudes around their 30s or mid 30s, early 30s, late 30s, right? And they'll get into a point where they'll be like, oh man, I don't know why these single moms, they seem to be attracted to me. All these single moms like me. Nah, they see you as a mark. They see you as a mark. They see you as somebody that they can use. They're looking for help. They'll take the help wherever they can get. When you see these quote unquote boss single moms on Instagram, that's cap. In real life, most of these single moms are literally in dire straits. This is why the offspring of single moms go through the worst, because single moms end up accepting bad deals from strangers, and strangers be around their kids. Never mind. We'll leave that alone. But this is the stuff. This is the stuff that we're talking about. You see one of the comments, he says, he is not a simp whatsoever. He is an honorable man who clearly loves her enough to do so. She should give him all the respect when speaking about. That's such a soft comment. It's such a soft. Do you understand how disrespectful she was in this video? This is the BS that we're talking about. Soft comments, like, that's a soft ass comment. Because we already know if a dude has said anything remotely close to this, y'all be start talking about crime statistics and calling black men bullet bags. We see how women be calling dudes on Twitter, calling the death of all men and all this stuff. It'll be a dude do something, and their comments will be reckless. Well, when a woman says it, oh no, he's doing his job. She needs to be nicer. What? Nah. That's a soft ass comment right there. She's part of the problem. Women like her can be, what's it, Candace B. Harris? She's part of the problem.
And what his qualities was?
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids.
So right here, this is a comment that I expect to see for a person with her head screwed on straight, right? A woman with her head screwed on straight. She says, she really said this proudly with her chest for all the world to hear. God free and bless that man. Facts. That's really what, like, when you see something like that, the dude should leave her automatically, you know? But yeah, but like I said, there's a lot of dudes willing to accept bad deals, and on channels like ours, my channel, AJ's channel, right? Others and friends, we tell men you don't have to take that deal, and we try to give you a background or a sneak peek of how the women are looking at you. meaning the quote unquote women that's saying that you're honorable for taking on this, and only a real man takes on a single mom, and you can't. They look at you like you're a simp. She said out of her mouth, I saw the opportunity and I took advantage. How can you defend it? How can we can't? You saw the comments. They couldn't even. Even with that soft ass comment, that was just her trying to minimize the damage, because you can't even recover that. You can't even recover from that.